Cam Redden, and this is your homecoming on 2SSR FM.
This weather, I don't know about you, but it's got me feeling summer. It's got me thinking about summer, and when I think about summer, I think of cricket. Now, I love this game as much as anyone, but as good as the football season is, sometimes you just need a good fix of the original gentleman's game to bide your time until October. Now, father and son duo Edition Jazz Nevill, they've acted on that passion by putting together a game of cricket Monopoly, probably the two greatest games ever invented, put together in the one spot. Now, the pair set up their own game company called Game of Throws, and Jazz is good enough to give me a bit of time on the show this afternoon. Jazz, g'day.
Hey Cameron, how are you?
Really good, mate. You're giving these a bit of a plug this afternoon, aren't you, at the moment, over in Pitt Street, I believe?
Yeah, that's correct, mate. We like to do at least one pop-up location in Sydney, which gives us a really great opportunity to save people the shipping costs, because it's otherwise not in stores and only online, but also sign the games as the creators, mark them as a batch number one, because a lot of them go as gifts, so it's a nice point of differentiation.
It's a lovely idea, this. How did it all come about, putting the two great games together?
Well, absolute self-confessed cricket tragic. I must always enjoyed Monopoly growing up. So, to be honest, it was quite spontaneous. It just came to me. But the idea is the really easy part. It was my dad who said, "Let's make a board," and we just spent the next 6 weeks handcrafting a prototype and kicked off a crazy journey from there. Was
there a lot of debate around the house about which grounds around the world earn a square on the board and which ones would have to face the chop?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew it was an element that was going to be looked at very closely by all cricket fans. So a lot of thought really went into it. I wanted the game to be global and not just Australian or English. So the aim was to have all of the test countries represented on the board. So there's only 22 spots, of course. So basically, I managed to get 9 out of 10 in there. I wasn't able to squeeze Zimbabwe in, unfortunately. But yeah, we have a really nice mix of grounds, and I basically just tried to base them on criteria like historical significance, classic matches, aesthetics, capacity, those sorts of things.
You've got to love the game if you're going to put this together. Is there a hidden bit of cricket history in you as well? Any dashing hundreds you've got in the bank to draw upon?
I wish I could say yes. No, I'm actually a pretty horrible player myself. I really got into cricket from a spectator's point of view, kind of in my mid-teens. I absolutely love test matches. I just don't think there's any other sport in the world that can compare with a good old-fashioned test match. I didn't actually play as a kid, so either in the UK or here when I came across when I was 10. So my first attempt at playing was in my mid-20s, and via a mate at work as a numbers filler for his team. Unsurprisingly, I was pretty rubbish. But,
points for effort.
I'm the stay up till 4 a.m, use all my annual leave to watch the Ashes kind of cricket fan. I'm that guy.
That's the way. Now, tell me a little bit about the game. Are the rules pretty much the same as regular Monopoly?
Oh, absolutely. We didn't want to mess with the gameplay at all. It's over an 80-year-old formula Monopoly, and total respect for that. So it plays exactly the same way. All the money ratios are completely in line with the London version. But obviously, instead of houses and hotels, you're building little grandstands and media centres. Try to inject a bit of cricket humour into the how's that and third umpire cards that replace chance and community chess. Again, making sure that we didn't change the money ratios there. And you get 8 really nice quality medal cricket playing tokens, all the bits of kit and the little Ashes urn to play with, and obviously the global feel of the grounds from around the world.
Lovely. It sounds fantastic. You haven't got a little Shane Warne head there as one of the medal pieces, would you, by any chance?
No, unfortunately we don't. We steer clear of anything like that. I thought if I kept it away from actual individual players, it would age better.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe in the second edition, we won't rule it out.
Yes, maybe.
Cricket Monopoly is great. I love it. Now, what's next on the agenda for you? You've got the company now, Game of Throws. Have you got something else in your sights at the moment?
Yeah, we certainly do. We are working on a second game, which is still cricket, just because that's where my tragicness lies. It's not Monopoly, so there'll be even more freedom there to kind of come up with some new gameplay ideas and elements as well that won't just have to fit into the pre-selected mould that is Monopoly. Yeah, one to look out for hopefully later this year or at least early next year.
Fantastic. We'll keep an eye out for it, Jazz. Now, how can we get our hands on the game if this sounds like something we're into? What can we do to get our hands on it?
Yeah, absolutely. So for people in Sydney, check out our website. We always put where we are in Sydney for our pop-ups. Great opportunity to save the shipping cost and get the game signed if you'd like to. So as you said, we're currently at Piccadilly, Stockland on the Pitt Street entrance. We're here till Sunday the 22nd, but we're usually somewhere around Sydney every week. Failing that, you can always go to gameofthrows.com.au and order the game online.
Love it. Fantastic. We'll pop all those details up on the Facebook page as well. Jazz Nevill, best of luck with the game, mate. It looks fantastic. I hope it goes really well for you.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Pleasure.
Jazz Nevill, one half of the father and son duo that set up Game of Throws, Cricket Monopoly. I love it. It sounds like the perfect time for rain delay. And on a day like this as well, where we've hit 26 degrees today, how can your mind not be drifting off to the great game of cricket?
Cam Redden, and this is your homecoming on 2SSR FM.